learned from the training is that, how to make the pond, fit enough to actually make it what the pisciculture. And how to put the eggs in the pond. I mean, there are certain ways and procedure you have to follow. These are the things that they've learned during the training.
As the feed for the fishes. And all over on the boundary of the pond, they will put the fruit trees. And in summer season, because this is a place where there are a lot of saline water because it is near to the sea, but there is no fresh water. So very little fresh water. So from this pond acts like a rainwater harvesting system, and in rain they collect the water in the pond, and this fresh water they use in summer season for the cultivation. So these 4 types of livelihoods can be taken care of from this integrated farming. And this house is a place where they have done all this fishery, poultry and duckery, then the fruit-bearing trees all over all the side of the pond, and they have some little bit of cultivated lands also where they are using this fresh water.
You want to cut some?
Japani?
It's a
Japani putti.
in India, Gamal. In India, Gamal.
This shows the lack of water in this area. The main problem in this island is that
when I was
we have set up different
State bird of Bengal. This is the state flower of Bengal, and this is the state animal of Bengal.
Namaste. As I said, मेरा नाम Gunilla Hai. Gunilla is a Swedish name. You know, Sweden is far up north where it's very cold right now. And Gunilla means the fighter.
In Sweden, there is an elderly couple called Björn Bergström and Laila Johansson. They have donated a large sum of money and to WWF, and this year we want to give this award to Dada Daxman for inspiring and very hard work to create a sustainable school.
In East Africa, it is important that we also use education for sustainable development to address the issues that affect our lives.
My name is Kaushik Jasu. This is anemometer. We measure wind velocity with the help of this instrument. We also get early alarms of storms from this instrument. We keep these records in our meteorological stations. Thank you.
যুক্ত ফার্ম রয়েছে, বড় জায়গা রয়েছে, সেখানে চাষবাস করা যায় খাওয়া দাওয়ার জন্য, কিন্তু সবসময় যে হয়ে যায় তা নয়, মাঝে মধ্যে আমাদের সমস্যায় ভুগতে হয়।
সবাইকে আমাদের বিদ্যালয়ের পক্ষ থেকে অভিনন্দন, স্বাগত।
As a manure, as a source of manure, she used the vermicompost to feed the plants. What she has done is that she's gone to the market and purchased the seeds of the plants. Now she's grown them, and when these plants in return has given the seeds, she has kept some amount of it with herself. The rest the rest of the plants she has sold, but some amount of the beads is also sent back to her school. 2-3 years she's been doing this activity. She's been getting the seeds from her school, and then she's again planting, and again this whole process comes.
আমাদের এখানে জলের সমস্যাও খুব। এখানে আমরা পুকুর খুলে বৃষ্টির জল ধরে সেটাকে বাগানে আমরা কাজে লাগাই।
Okay, over here every house, I guess it's her house or every house has a small enclosure of pond where they trap and collect the rainwater, which is a source of fresh water. Because she's telling me that getting fresh water is a very difficult job here. So the rainwater is the only source of fresh water for her, for the cultivation.
তোমার বাড়িতে পুকুর আছে এরকম করেছো কি?
হ্যাঁ, আমার বাড়িতে পুকুর আছে।
Okay, and she has a pond where she traps the water.
She has a small pond which is totally rain fed.
ওর মধ্যে কি মাছ?
হ্যাঁ, মাছও ছাড়া হয়েছে এবারে।
Okay, and in that pond she has she's now even growing some fishes.
গমাই মানে কাউডাং। এটা কি হচ্ছে কোন সার?
Or we have, they make a powder. It's high protein. So powder, and that they keep it like this, marinated for many days, and then feed it to the plants.
So that growth is good.
And she taught me some animal names. So animal and
This particular island, called Mausami, is in the southwest corner of the Indian part of Sundarbans, very close to the largest island called the Sagar Island, which is banked next to the Hooghly River. So this is just east of Sagar Island. This island is about 30 odd square kilometers. This island has 4 villages with a population of about 25,000 people. And it's only about 23 square kilometers which is actually human occupied. So the population density is over 1,000 people per square kilometer of the habitable area. It's mostly agriculture, that too only one crop of paddy agriculture. This island is experiencing very rapid erosion and relative sea level rise. Last decade it was recorded as about 3 millimeters per year. This decade it is already about 13. It's actually 12.8 millimeters per year. So it's a fairly rapid rise. The embankment on the western side of this island is shifting every 18 months. If the embankment were not to be there, the high tide line is moving 7 meters every year, which is a fairly rapid rate. And as a consequence, the embankments need to be higher and higher. And the durability as of now is only about 18 months, so it's not a very good situation. And the winter crop is non-existent because there is hardly any irrigation facility here. It's only small water bodies like this that feed winter irrigation. So paddy crop remains the major crop and some amount of vegetables during the winter season. When I say it is grim because of rising sea level, because of the higher intensity of storms and rapid erosion of land. For example, this particular island has lost about 30% in 40 years. WWF is reintroducing a salt-tolerant paddy, species of fish that can withstand salinity shock. We are getting communities to be prepared for hazardous situations that result in large-scale disasters. So DRR, at the policy level, we are trying to make the policymakers recognize that we have a grave situation at hand, and therefore measures need to be in place for people of places like this can make the transition without having to go through the distress situation that they currently do. And therefore we create policy documents, we convene meetings, we also influence policy. We've been able to influence to a certain extent. The state of West Bengal has a climate action plan. We've been able to get a separate chapter for the Sundarbans. While it was being drafted, we had also managed to introduce the concept of planned retreat from the Sundarbans. সেটা সম্বন্ধে আপনার অভিজ্ঞতা সেটা যদি একটু বলেন, এখানে থাকতে কি সুবিধে কি অসুবিধে?
আমাদের এখানে সুবিধা বলতে
So in terms of good living, he says it's easy to fish here because of the river, because of the water bodies, so that's pretty good. The bad part of it is the embankments breach very frequently because of storms, then everything gets flooded, the crop gets destroyed. So in terms of
ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো না আমাদের কেন জানেন তো প্রত্যেক বছর নদীর বাঁধ
the future is not good, he says, because the breach of embankment is frequent. People take to crime because they have nothing better to do. People are migrating, so the social situation is not as good as it used to be.
বাধ্য বাইরে চলে যাচ্ছে নালে চুরি ডাকাতি বিভিন্ন রকম এই
टॉयलेट का क्या आते हैं तो हाथ धोने के लिए ये वाला वहाँ पे कोई सुविधा नहीं थी, इसलिए ये बनाया गया है। इसमें इस तरफ से दबाते हैं।
धीरे 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 ना
बस
It's a model related to electricity from water, which converts the hydro energy into the electrical energy, and it's Mother Nature indicated in the picture. That is the Mother Nature, and these all are the human activities that is polluting the environment to a very extent level. The factories pollutes the air and also the water level nearby to the area. And it's actually a hydro plant utilizing the coal energy from the houses, and which are supplying that energy to the nearby houses, which shows different levels of producers, consumers, and the top level consumers. And this is an ecosystem of the river or a water habitat, the fisheries and all the living beings which resides in the water. And this is a model related to conversion of mechanical energy by cows into the electricity energy, which can be utilized for different sources of energy.
Taking out alternatives of the wind energy, so instead they don't want to.
The mechanical energy from the cow is just converted by a turbine below, and which generates the energy and transmits to the power station, and this energy can be utilized for different purposes. Harvesting model, which collects the water from the rains directly onto the roof, and from there a pipe is connected which drains the water into the reservoir, which is collecting the water from the different roof water harvesting, and which can be utilized for the irrigation purposes by Kalgi model, which in which a silicon chip is used, and which converts solar energy into the electrical energy and different sources of energy. The homes can be lightened with this energy, and TV can be operated, and different purpose can be solved with the same silicon chip. If we are using the more larger chip, then more which converts the biodegradable organic manure, which is mainly in the form of cow dung or nitrogen waste from the urine of the cows or the domestic animals, and this tank generates methane energy, CH3, and which CH3 can be used for the homes in kitchens. They can be used for the firing purposes. This is a factory pollution. The factory is not obeying any of the Environment Protection Act and just polluting or sending its effluent directly into the reservoir here. And you can see here the whole wildlife animals by drinking this water gets died, and also the lands have been the seepage activity of this water contaminates the drinking water here. And also model which shows that it is a kana. Main of the human activities are just cutting the trees, and some of the plants have been left here, which are mainly serves for the purpose of the ecosystem and balance between the nature and human beings. Organic manure and chemicals used in the fields. The compost material, that is organic manure, makes the field much more greener as compared to the another
chemical pesticides used in the fields. Actually, this is a factory which is just creating different sources of pollution. Air pollution is created by the chimney, and the mainly effluent is dumped into the land, which is collecting the heavy metals inside to the land. The seepage activity of the heavy metals contaminate the whole land nearby to the factories, and it is also causing the sound pollution. And the moreover, the vehicles nearby to the factory also causes the air pollution, which shows the human colonies are settled nearby to any of the drinking water reservoir and just throwing its garbage directly into the nearby drains. Then these drains, as a result of heavy rain, is overflown into the drains, which chokes the drains and increases the level of the water bodies nearby to the area and just polluting the whole environment nearby.
वायु प्रदूषण एवं मृदा प्रदूषण होता है, और गाय एवं अन्य जीव जंतुओं के द्वारा पॉलीथीन खा लेने से उनकी मृत्यु हो जाती है। इसलिए हम इस मॉडल के द्वारा पॉलीथीन युक्त कचरे का सदुपयोग कर सकते हैं। घरों से नहीं और प्रकाशमान वाहनों को चलाने में कर सकते हैं। एवं अंत में जो
they are not directly related with us, with our ESD project, but since this house is very close to the school and what projects we are, things we are doing it there, they have been inspired by those things, and because of they like the rainwater harvesting system there, they replicated it in their house just to recharge the groundwater. They are not collecting that water to use it for the plant or anything. The pipe goes just down inside the earth, and they are just recharging the groundwater.
But the idea is not just school, but not the replication of the best.
ये रंगोली यहाँ पे उनका ये है, यहाँ के इधर मूव करा के इधर ले आएंगे। हाँ
See this? This is education for sustainable development, and we are targeting three communities. First is students, that is Vidyarthi in Hindi. Second is Shikshak, that is educators or teachers in English. And Samuday means community. Okay, so we are targeting three people. And how they are targeting others, Vidyarthi, like the students, they are doing nature conservation, right? Biodiversity conservation. Then they are learning many things, that is Seekhna. Then in the third one it's written Prachar Prasar. Then they are doing awareness campaigns to telling others. Then teachers, what they are doing, they are Shikshaka Prasar. They are educating others by becoming master trainers and then educating others. The other one is school management, that is school prabandhan. So they are also being affected by this ESD school. Then the third one is community, that is Samuday, and one is Jiviko Parjan, means they are in this ESD models are helping their livelihoods. Okay. Then the other one is Sangoshti. They do community workshops, seminars amongst themselves, meetings, and then they discuss about these programs. The third one is Karyavahi Yojana. Then because of the entrepreneurship workshops we have done and with them, so with the community people, so they are making management plans that how to improve their livelihood, how to make different businesses. Okay, improve their livelihood by making proper and nice sustainable business. How can they do it? So this is the three things we are targeting. Yeah. There we have. This is because
ऐसे करते हैं, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि धुआं अंदर आता है, बट इससे अगर हम ब्लोअर चलाते हैं,
चला देते हैं मैडम,
ऐसे ब्लोअर, तो एयर से ये तेज होता है, फायर फास्ट होता है, यही फायर उस तरफ भी जाता है, तो एक बार लकड़ी लग के 2 बार के काम।
Whenever there is a combustion activity taking place, oxygen helps in burning, burning the fuel efficiently. And this oxygen supplies to the wood, and there is a passage nearby to the last area. There is a single fireplace here, which is just drawing the fire into the nearby pot, and the gas is just trapped in here, this side. And
Saraswati, Ma Saraswati, Ma Saraswati, Karunamai, Vardai, Ma Saraswati, Saraswati.
And I've seen from your projects here that you have already learned a lot.
और आपके जो प्रोजेक्ट्स आपने दिखाए, जो भी प्रस्तुति करी, इनसे मैम को पता चलता है कि आपने बहुत कुछ सीखा है।
काम कर रहे हैं आप लोग, और ऐसे ही सबको इंस्पायर करते रहिए अपने घर में, अपने आसपास के जो नेबरहुड है, आपका पड़ोसी हैं उनको, और आप लोग भी अच्छी अच्छी यहाँ से चीज़ें सीखें।
हम अपने इस
भैया,
हाँ भैया,
जो लकड़ी की रख ले।
हाँ ठीक है ठीक है।
एक बोतल दारू दे दे।
हाँ मैं जा लीजिए, कुछ काम में आएगा नहीं?
हाँ सीधी है।
हाँ ठीक है ठीक है।
गौरा स्वामी जसारी लोई जो लाठी मोरे कांदे में झूलवा गौरा स्वामी
students learn, now they are teaching the younger students. Because
So-
we kept them, the teacher for 2 months. So.
Actually, there was no computer teacher here, so we kept it for 2 months. Okay, and the teacher taught around 30 students, and those 30 students then are now teaching to the other junior class. So far, 65 children they have learned computer.
And the whole school is 77 students.
And the whole school is 77.
तुमने बनाया ये? जी।
Reduced our consumption of firewood by about 2-3 kilos every month. And also the smoke was a real problem, and now it's really convenient with this system. तो आपने घर में भी बताया है माँ बाबा को इसके बारे में? बताया है? इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं घर में?
अभी तो नहीं।
नया बनाएंगे तो डर गया था अभी तो चालू है।
वहाँ उस स्कूल में ना पाइप था उसका आउटलेट, वहाँ पे वो नीट चौक हो गया तो उसके कारण
चावल बना रहे हैं।
डाला है, किसने बनाया? किसी के खेत में है, किसी के कम्युनिटी।
Sir, actually this Bhim Kapoor is used for treatment of headaches. If there is any headache in the head, then its oil is used for massaging, and then the headache will be removed by it. If we do not put waters for 2 days also, then even this whole matkas filled with water keep the plant moist, and the water is always sent into the roots of the plant.
आधा घंटा खड़े
जोत ये बुझ जाए पवन धीरे धीरे चलोरी मैया धीरे चलोरी।
पीछे आ जाओ आप लोग, और पीछे आ जाओ।
It's a training on biogas plant. So that boy, he was one of the participants in that, and he was so inspired by this. Then, after few months, he has made a biogas plant in his house, and now he's utilizing that plant very efficiently. To spend around about 8,000 rupees in a month on firewood initially, and after using the biogas plant. अब कितना लगता है आपका?
अभी तो लगी नहीं है.
Okay, there's no fuel they require, and they can cook their food using that biogas plant, and they have a family of 8 people. They sell it to the local market right now, and for the seeds also we have given them some money to buy the seeds. So once they have already put the seeds, and now get it there.
Okay, this is a picture that summarizes our ESD work. Summarizes because we all know the mission of WWF, that of conservation, and we wanted to use this picture to provide a clear link between our work and conservation. Because there is a lot of poaching in Cameroon, because people are poor, and they need to have some alternative means of raising income so as to reduce the pressure on the forest. And this is, there are a lot of new companies coming in. One company is exploiting iron ore. Another company is exploiting cobalt. There's a company that is setting up a palm plantation and so on. Points to succeed, there must be federated action, including all stakeholders, governments.
So this is the picture that we will summarize our work. You know, Madagascar have been on
political crisis for 4 years now, and we have also this feeling that everything goes wrong in our country.
I chose this picture. You can see it's one of the school farms that the program we have established. And if you remember the 2012, the ESD East Africa funding 2012, from November 2011, focused on addressing children's right to a clean, healthy environment. And one of the core things in that program was promoting food security.
A story behind this picture. One of our model schools is called Damu Girls Secondary School. They wanted to start a project which is going to give hands-on experience to the students. They teach a subject called agriculture, where they're supposed to be farming and keeping chicken and keeping cows. And so some of this is expensive to keep animals more than to farm. So they asked us to support their chicken keeping project, which we did. We accepted after reviewing, and I borrowed Yermon's picture when he was in Kalimantan.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. And this is our like our summary of the ESD in Kalimantan. That the student is the son of ESD, and they were poor in some seed and some small plant. And there's in this butter, they will small hole.
The first, when I went to the school on November, like to select the schools, that time I saw that it's really in a very bad, pitiable condition. It's very dirty, and the first and foremost thing, we have to just clean the environment. Then only something in within, then they'll understand. So this is the first thing we started.
Partnership. We have to establish that very firmly, in which we have roles and responsibilities clearly spelled out, so that at some point in the future, we should be demonstrating a wonderful impact by seeing how the stream starts flowing in the opposite direction. In that we mean the government now starts paying for our services. And I can see ESD India as an important scion that we use in the grafting of ESD within our structures. Because I remember in our previous meetings, we didn't see so much in the presentations. This time it was like, I don't know how many people they have in a team. How many people are you in a team? They have been able to move mountains and fill valleys.
objective truth give a community and a people? When I believe in one life, I want to live it the right way. And there can only be one right way. But when I believe in many lives, I believe there are many ways. There are many ways to live life, and therefore I allow people to live differently. And so implicit in the rebirth discourse is the notion of diversity, which perhaps
air matanya berlinang dan intan
बत्ती रहती है ये आँखें मुझ में राख के ढेर में शोला